Hey everyone, so I was asked to make a video kind of detailing how students view the Google Classroom. So this is my classroom and I am a student, and so this is going to be the page that they see when they first log into Google Classroom. Obviously I am doing cell phone first and I will do desktop later. Okay, so they are going to click on the big banner that said the video for Google Classroom, and it's immediately going to take them to the stream, which they can also get to by this little icon here. The most important icon for them is going to be the classwork. So once you click on classwork, you'll see your topic and everything underneath your topic. So what I want you to go through first is when we assign a Word document. So if we are assigning a normal Word document, they need to click on your work, okay? Because you are given the title, how many points it's worth, and then the instructions. So once they click on your work, for a normal Word document, it's going to give you two documents. So let's take a look at this first one, okay? The first one, you can zoom in, and you can see the equations, all right? And then real quick, I want to take you to the second one, and there's nothing there, okay? So if your student sees two documents, make sure that they're using the one that actually shows up. Now, the fun part for them using their cell phone is that if you look at this little icon right here, that's a pen. And so if they click on the pen, it's going to take them to an editor, and using two fingers, they can zoom in, okay, for their equation. And then if you go down here, there is an eraser, there's a pen, there's a marker, a highlighter, and text. Now I haven't played with the text button yet, but if you click on the pen, you can change your color and you can also change your size. So if I wanted to say this is 7, oh my gosh, that's a really big fat 7. So now I'm going to erase that, okay, by clicking the eraser. And so now and you need to double click on the pen. So now I'm going to change it to blue and the tiniest, and 7, okay? And then once again, you will want to use two fingers to scroll out, because if you don't, if you just try to move, it's going to mark, okay? And so then scroll in again, or zoom in again, and then, okay, so you can type something here. And I guess that's good for English department, but we definitely want to use like the pen. Okay, and this time I'll go green and a little bit fatter, equals 7. And obviously my 7s are atrocious. But the more students use the pen, the easier it'll be for them. And then they're going to want to click save. Okay? Also, if they make a mistake, if they're like, oh my gosh, that answer wasn't 7, they can do the undo button and put 8. Oh wait, the answer is not 8. It's 7. And then they'll click save. And it's going to edit this for us. And then the document is saved. And they can click out of it. And it's saved the edited PDF. And they can click turn in. Turn in your work. The 3 attachments will be submitted. This might be a little bit difficult for us just because we are going to have to go through all 3 of these documents to see which one has their actual work in it. Okay, so we clicked turn in and it'll say assignment turned in. Okay, and of course if we allow the option for them to redo anything, they can unsubmit, but I don't think I allowed that for these. Okay, so that's the Word document. The Word document editor, we're going to click on it. And as you see, this is a blank page. So this is when we as the teachers make the Word document and use the editor for like the x squared or fractions. So if we assign a document that has editor in it, our students aren't going to be able to see anything. So you cannot use the editor, okay? All right, so then if we go to PDF, this is honestly the best one if we want to assign students work using Word documents, because you just save it as a PDF and they still get this little editor. and they can still go 8 and 8. Okay, and then they save it. And while it's saving, it's thinking about it. Cool. So our document was saved. And then if we exit out of that, they can go ahead and turn it in. And that's only one document for us to look at, which is really nice. Now, if they want to go back in and change an answer, you saw that I just clicked on the document. It's already there. And then they can still go in and zoom in and edit anything that they need to. Like I'm going to put a smiley face just because. That way you can see that you can still edit it. Now it doesn't show that it's edited here, obviously, but if they click it again, it'll show that it edited and saved. And then they can turn it in, and again, that's just the one attachment for us, which is really nice. And so assignment turned in. Cool. So PDF is definitely the best out of these 3 options so far. Okay, now on to Google Docs. Again, they have to click your work and then click here. Okay, and then edit it again, because this is honestly my favorite option for the kids. 7, 7. Obviously I like 7 and 8 this time. However, once again, it will create that PDF for them. Okay, and then once it creates the PDF, they can go back into the PDF and alter. If they go back into the Google Doc, they can create a new file, or they have to go back to the list and edit that PDF. So it's good that it does this. That way it makes the kids aware that if they create new file, all of their previous work is gone. So I'm going to go back, exit out of that, and go back to our edited file. Okay, so they definitely, we want to use PDFs so far for the mobile app. Okay, Google Docs Editor. Now this one went ahead and put our attachment, let me show you guys a little bit slowly. It went ahead and put our attachment here, which is nice. I wish it would do that for all of them. I'm not quite sure why it does it for this one and not the others. And then our work, if you click on it, it's like, it's up there. It's right there. So they are just going to have to be aware. But if you notice, even our Word document equation editor doesn't work. So really and truly, we need to use PDFs for this. All right, and then let's take a look at PowerPoint, because a lot of us are going to want to upload PowerPoints. Okay, our PowerPoints will work like normal, where they can just scroll and view our PowerPoint. Okay, though it does look more like a PDF. I had it so that I could edit it, just in case you want your kids to be able to take notes on it or edit it or practice problems. Or if you have a CFU in the middle of your PowerPoint. And as you saw as it was loading, it made another PDF for us. Okay. Now they can add their own attachments. I don't know, and they can take it from their drive, or they can do a link, or upload their own file, photo. They can take a selfie. Hopefully they won't do that. Or they can create new documents. Okay. All right, so that's PowerPoint. And then I also had a PDF, a PowerPoint, and then I saved it as a PDF just so that we could see the difference. On their front, it doesn't look any different. But then if we do want them to edit it, and then it saves as the edited one, then once again, it's only that one file for us. Okay. And then finally, for slides, Google Slides, it looks pretty similar to the PowerPoint slides. Just once again, if you want them to edit it, and then save, it creates that PDF file. So obviously I'm a huge proponent of only uploading PDFs if you're expecting your kids to go mobile. Okay. Now, honestly, it's a whole different ballgame when we get onto the desktop, and that video will be coming shortly. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions about student assignments, because as you see, I've only done assignments, I haven't done questions or anything, please let me know. All right.